Mike the expert. You tune in Sneakers and Sports live, man. Yes, we live on the ones and twos. We had to come on here and talk about some current events. You know, it's been a minute. Oh, y'all need to check out the current interview that's up right now. The spotlight interview featuring Tanisha
Yeah.
Taylor of the Lawrence Taylor Foundation. Yes, legendary NFL defensive player Lawrence Taylor has a foundation, and they telling you all about it. So check it out. Tune in, like, share, subscribe. But with no more blah blah, I know Dom has some interesting things for us to talk about. One of those things I know y'all don't already heard about the guy Ant Man. Shout out to Ant Man. He's from Atlanta, Georgia, man. I'll
Right.
be honest with y'all. Before we get into the Ant Man situation, I really hope that like somehow, some way, either the dude comes to Atlanta through free agency or a trade. Because I just be thinking him and Trey Young will be box office, bro.
Man, that's not happening. Go on, son.
Nah, probably
Dog,
not.
That's
Like,
not
dog, he'd be
happening.
like he'd be
I
like
mean,
Dominique
unless,
Wilkins 2.0.
hey,
That'd be like the human highlight
unless
film 2.0.
unless the Timberwolves are as stupid as the Mavericks, I don't see that happening.
Well,
Bro,
I
you
mean,
never know. We never thought that could happen.
You never
yeah,
know. Yeah, you never know.
yeah. The Wolves were stupid enough to give up Cat, so they might give up Ant. Who knows?
Exactly.
Fuck.
We'll
No, and
see.
then who knows? Maybe at one point in free agency, he like, I don't had enough of Minnesota. Time for me to come back today. I'm just saying, him and Trey Young will be box office, bro.
I mean,
We could
that
dream
would,
about it.
but yeah, it's not gonna happen.
They would still win no championship, but it'd be good to watch though. It'd be
I
exciting
mean,
TV.
it'd be fun games. It'd be fun games.
Exactly.
They put a lot of butts in the seats. So
Hmm. I think those two with the right people around them could win a championship. They just got to have the right team around them.
Gotcha. See, that's the thing that the Hawks are missing to me. They don't have a 1-2 punch for Trey, but it is what it is. But
they
Ant Man
used
is in
to
it.
though. They
Yeah, they
used to.
used to. They don't
They
anymore though.
did. They tried that. It didn't work.
Who you saying they tried it with?
What's his name? That now plays for the Pelicans. That was supposed to be the 1-2 punch.
DeJounte? No,
No,
that's not
no,
Jonte.
one
it's
two.
not
You can't have two guards that do the same thing, be a 1-2
Yeah.
one
punch.
two point. That wasn't
Make
a
no
true one
sense.
two
They
point. That
right.
was that was see who's gonna work out and get rid of one of them.
Exactly.
Well,
That
I
was
mean,
duplication.
Yeah.
no, it
Yeah,
didn't
that
work
wasn't no
out.
1-2 punch. That was a duplication. But Ant Man
Anyway,
is in the news for other reasons because it seems like Ant Man is having a hard time just settling down with one lady. And you know what I'm saying? Now he got, you know, a lady pregnant by Chief Keef X, right? Correct?
I
yeah,
think so.
little baby's at.
Little baby.
No, I'm saying, but before that, he had Chief Keef
Oh,
baby
okay.
mama.
Maybe
Oh,
so.
Yeah,
I
oh, okay.
I don't know.
yeah,
I can't
yeah,
speak on the Chief Keef
yeah.
thing.
Before that,
Oh,
he got a baby
okay.
with Chief Keef X. Now he got
Here
a
we
baby
go.
with
Everybody
little
just
baby's
rotating all these
baby
women.
mama. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
man. So Dom, now that he got this new baby on the way, and now the text is out there saying that he telling her, "Yo, man, I don't want to be involved.
Right.
You just need to take the money and leave me alone. I ain't even want to have a kid, man." I
Yeah.
know you got a lot to say about that, man. What's your take on that?
Okay. So I mean, I think the big question is, you know, I think that they're posing is who is in the wrong here, like, or who is in more in the wrong here, because I
Okay.
mean, we have a lot of dynamics here. I mean, first of all, we have a woman who, let's be honest, she's more like an IG model type
Mm-hmm.
chick
She
who's
is. She
already
is.
who's already had doesn't she have a baby for another rapper?
Yeah, little
She
baby.
does.
Little baby, right.
Little
Little
baby.
baby.
So
Mm-hmm.
she has a pattern here. Okay, let's just be honest. All right.
She has a type.
And you
Yeah.
can say that
You can say
a pattern of a type. Okay.
Yeah. A
and
pattern of a
and the
type.
point is that, you know what, she's 30 plus, right? I think
Correct.
she the
I think so.
like, well, maybe over 35 at this point.
I mean, I don't think the age really has a bearing on it. I mean, that's kind of like
Mm-hmm.
we talked about with the Jalen Green and Drea situation. Drea is like
Mm-hmm.
over 40, and son is
Mm-hmm.
25, and her kid is 25. That's a little
Mm-hmm.
wild. Where this young lady got young kids, and Ant Man already got young kids already. So
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say the age thing is a play on it. I think it's more a play on it when you talking about a young lady that basically seems her type is rich,
Right.
successful, well known.
She
Because I ain't
sounded
gonna
Well,
say
well,
I ain't gonna
I
say
just
athlete.
looked up. It says 38. Okay, 38 years old.
oh
Right.
wow. But
How old is
she
Ant Man?
like
23, right?
20, yeah,
Yeah,
23, 21, something
23,
like that.
24.
I
Yeah.
mean, some could say that she's taking advantage of the young man. Okay, because I mean, let's be honest. In our early 20s, we did some. There's some dumb things that you could say that we did as
No,
well.
don't put my name on that. I didn't do nothing like that, bro. Don't even put my name nowhere
Okay.
near that. I
Okay.
Hey, you
was,
wore,
We also are not. We also
yeah,
not Anthony Edwards.
yeah,
Okay.
true.
you wore a condom.
We're not Anthony Edwards, dog. We don't walk through the turnstile and the pennies is just hitting us in the face. Okay, let's just be honest.
That's facts.
Okay, like we didn't have that life, but he does. Okay, so they have, there has been some women out there, like you could say the Brittany Renner situation with PJ Washington. These women are preying on these young dudes. Let's just be honest, man. But he still is responsible for his actions in regards to that. I'm not saying, it's all her fault or whatever, but like there is some both blame to go around.
I feel
And for
you,
the
bro.
fact is, let's be honest, dog, she doesn't care about that child. She just probably just want the money, man. Because look
Man,
at
I
the
Well,
can't.
pattern.
I can't
I
say
gotta
that.
let the expert go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Get your
So
load.
so I yeah, so I can't say that. So first of all, yeah, there's blame to go both ways, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
she might be preying on the younger, or she wants, a dude with money, like a basketball player, rapper, stuff
Facts.
like that. So she wants to be
Facts.
taken care of. She's getting older. She wants to be taken care of. But even if she was younger, it's the same, it's the
It's the
same way.
same play.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. On the flip side, she had his child. So yeah, he does have a responsibility to take care of that child, and he's not taking care of that responsibility. He doesn't even want to be, what he's saying, he doesn't even want to be around the child, near the child, or anything. So they're both
Right.
wrong,
Right.
but honestly, he couldn't be taken advantage of if he would have just simply wore a condom. You know what
There you
I mean?
go.
this
Yeah,
There
this is
you
true.
go.
yeah,
But
There you go.
irresponsible.
this goes to, yeah, okay, but it can be both ways. Then you could say, well,
Nah,
she
man.
she she should have maybe been
Cut it
drinking
out,
birth
man.
control. Then I mean,
Cut it out,
like,
bro.
we both
Cut it
are
out.
responsible in here
No,
for
no, no,
creating
no.
a child, though.
Dom,
Come
Dom.
on, let's not like put
I
Cut
it
it
got
out,
you.
man.
like,
Dom,
Cut it out.
listen. She wanted the child. Oh, there
yeah,
she was
with Anthony
doing
Edwards.
she was doing what she wanted to do. She wanted the child. She's probably happy Anthony Edwards didn't wear a condom. Anthony Edwards doesn't want the child. He didn't wear a condom. He had sex with the chick. She got pregnant. She's having this child. He doesn't want the child. She did what she wanted to do. He doesn't want the child.
He dropped the
So
ball.
yeah,
He
he
dropped the
dropped the
ball.
ball. So that's on him.
And
He
here's the
shouldn't
thing,
have messed
Dom.
up.
Here's the thing, bro. I got to take exception to what you're saying, bro, because I don't know the lady personally. Say she don't care about her kids.
No, I know.
That's
I,
Yeah,
I'm,
I
I'm
that's a
not
can't.
bit
saying.
much to put that out
Look,
there,
look,
dog.
look.
Come on, man.
I'm
You
not.
wilding on that
I'm
one.
not saying that
This man.
she doesn't care about the child, but I'm just telling you, dog. I hate to say this, but like, why wouldn't you want the best situation for your child? If you had 100%
But
into the
here's the
child, why
thing.
would you not
No,
want the best
no, no,
situation for that?
no, no, no,
Why would
no.
you? Why
Hold
would
on,
you?
hold
Why
on. You can't
would
just
you?
say you can't always put a two-parent family hold as the best thing for a child. Because if you got one parent that don't want to be the parent, then that's not best for the child. She didn't know that. We don't
Yeah,
know.
but
But we don't, hold
Or
on. Before they got in the sheets, we have no idea what conversation took place about having a kid. They probably never talked about having a kid. It was probably more like, yo, man, I'm feeling you. Let's go do what we do. And that's what happened. I
feeling
agree with
you.
Mike. Yeah, she feeling. She was like, no.
Okay.
I mean, she
Okay.
made it obvious. And here's the thing, bro. We giving Anthony Edwards way too much, like, you giving him too much space on this, in my opinion.
No, I
Dog,
said there were
we
both
know.
ways to be wrong. You want
Hold
me
on a
to?
second.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. We know back to the Magic Johnson era. Players been picking chicks out of the stands for years. That go back to Magic. We saw that on Winning Time.
Okay.
Here's the thing, bro. Number one, Anthony Edwards is 24 years old. He been to biology class in high school. He know what happened. He know the basics of wearing a condom. And if he don't, guess what? They
Not
have a
every
rookie.
not. Okay. Yeah. Go
If
ahead.
he
he
don't,
knows now.
He
if
also
he
didn't have
don't,
a father to, there to
okay,
like teach
I
him.
didn't either.
Yeah.
Whoa, that ain't
I'm
no
not
excuse.
saying.
I
I'm not
didn't.
saying that.
that's an
I'm
excuse.
not
That's an
Yeah,
saying
excuse.
that's
that.
an
I'm not
excuse.
saying that. But I'm just
That's an
saying, like
excuse.
he. It was a different. I'm not absolving Anthony Edwards for his responsibility. I've said that. But I'm sorry, you cannot like come on, dog. Like you can't just say that she just gets off scot-free. It's all good. When this is the same girl who went and moved to California. She moved to California to get more child support. Does that look like you really like you? That's money. That's money, dog. That's a money grab. Come on, now.
Nobody can put you in a money grab until you put yourself there. He put himself there. He already had kids before this. On top of all that, when you get to the NBA, you go through what's called a rookie symposium. In that rookie symposium, they tell you you need to rubber up. They tell you there are women targeting you. So now when that happens, it's your fault. You put yourself in that situation. You can't be mad.
But I just feel, I have a problem with y'all because y'all are putting it all on. I feel like the way you're talking, you're putting it all on. I have said Anthony Edwards is wrong. He should have wore a condom. He should have, you know what I'm saying? He takes the responsibility of having a child. I'm 100. I got that. But I'm not going to sit here and look at this woman like she's not setting this, like it's like, I'm sorry. I'm not going to just say, okay, well, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing 100. Yeah, you have nothing wrong. You have no ulterior motives. Like you don't have any ulterior motives in regards to this. I don't believe that. I'm sorry.
So look. We're not putting it all on Anthony Edwards. We never said it was just all his fault. But the thing about it now, he did what he wanted to do also. She did what she wanted to do, but he had sex with her too. So obviously he wanted to have sex. He did what he wanted to do. He didn't do it properly. He didn't do it properly and wind up having a child or whatever. So he needs to take care of that child. Now, that excuse that you tried to give him about not having a father in his life, that's ridiculous.
No, I'm not. Hold up. I just feel like that's not fair.
But you said that
on me like like he's totally absolved. I'm just looking at his upbringing, his like where did it fall? Like he could make bad decisions. Bad decisions can't be made at 23. And I feel like a 38-year-old should know better. A 38-year-old who already has a baby with a rapper. Like you know what you're doing. Like stop.
You can make excuses. I mean, not excuses. You can make mistakes at 23, obviously. But regardless of your age, whether you made that mistake at your 18 or whether you made that mistake at 23, there's consequences. You still gotta.
There are consequences.
You gotta own up to
don't get it twisted that these women do not prey on these young men like that.
They do.
Don't get it twisted.
They
don't prey on them like that.
We're saying they do, but you gotta be smart. Dog. I mean, they're gonna pray. Men pray on women. Come on, bro. It is what it is.
Dog. First off, exactly what experts said. Men prey on women and women prey on men. Because here's the thing. He already knew going into it, I got the leverage, right? I'm Anthony Edwards. I didn't got to put no work in. You already know what time it is. We going straight to the sheets. So he praying on her just as much as she praying on him. He crapped out in this situation. He had 2 kids before this. So clearly he know what happened after having unprotected sex. Because he got 2 kids already.
Oh, man.
So all this, I ain't got no father, all that stuff, even though all that's true, you still know the consequences. And we seen this man in the Netflix series, and his sister be on him all the time about how he behaved.
Yeah.
So clearly he know, and on top of that, you got an agent, you got a business manager. I'm sure these people have told him before, yo, man, they targeted you. Watch out.
Yeah, all that stuff's excuses, man. I didn't have a father growing up either, and I knew when I was 23, if I had sex with a chick and I didn't wear a condom, there's a big chance that I could get her pregnant. But guess what? I didn't just know that at 23. I knew that at 13.
Dog, you can know that till you blew in the. You can know that till you blew in the face. You can know that till you blew in the face, but I mean, some of us make mistakes, dog. We make mistakes, and I'm not. You're right. You're right. You gotta own up to it.
Anthony Edwards is not owning up to it.
I started this off saying they are both in the wrong to me, both of them.
No, I think he got more responsibility because here's the thing. When you got the money,
they both wrong.
When you had the money that play that Anthony Edwards have, you gotta move different. You already know what time it is. You gotta protect yourself.
And she knew what time it is when she already has collected babies from Lil Baby. It's just the same way. All these women that have all these, they know exactly what they're doing. Just like Mike, you said, a lot of women want to take the easy route instead of just like working to get that. They just want to, hey, all I got to do is lay down with a baller. Bam, I'm good.
Yeah, but nobody can trap you unless you let them, bro. Exactly. Nobody can trap you. It's not like she forced this man to do that. Nobody can trap you unless you let them, bro. And
my
here's
thing is, they're both in the wrong. That's it.
How many Anthony Edwards have been in the league? What, like 4 seasons now? Yeah, 4. He's been in the league 4. Okay. And he been to the Olympics and spent time with his favorite player. Who's Anthony Edwards' favorite player? Who he?
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant. Yeah. Kevin Durant got a bunch of babies out here?
No.
So you spending time with Kevin Durant, LeBron James. Now I get it, he's married, but you spend time with these other guys that are in the same business you in, and they don't be having these mistakes. That's you. It's a you problem. Nobody can put you in a trick bag unless you let them. So I think he has the majority of the responsibility. Plus, it's whack to say, "Well, I ain't want the kid anyway. That's your problem."
I agree with that. That was whack. I get that. I get that's whack. Yeah. That's whack. No, I'm not gonna...
We see the screenshots of the text message. Nobody knows that's
and he didn't say he did say I'll pay for it. I don't mind providing the money, but he just said
the kid he got that just had a birthday. That's who life he want to be in. Now again, we don't know if them text messages are fake or not, so we got to put that out there. But if they real, that's whack.
Yeah. Because here's the thing. It doesn't matter what her intentions were. It doesn't matter what his intentions were. The fact of the matter is there's a baby involved now. So regardless of what you thought before that, there's a baby now, and you need to be in that baby's life. Not just giving money, but you need to be in that child's life because it's not that child's fault. Or whatever. And that's why I have a problem with if the stuff is true, if the text messages are true.
Exactly.
That's the problem I would have with Anthony Edwards on that end. So I mean,
I don't understand. Let me ask y'all this.
Schemers, y'all watch basketball wives.
Let me ask y'all this though.
You know before you got to the league.
Let me ask y'all this.
Over 10 years old show.
I know. Can you not? Are you guys gonna say, hey, there is nothing wrong with potentially having a baby with somebody you know is not going to be in the baby's right? You have no problem with that, right?
I mean, it depends on the situation.
No, wait, hold on. You said having a baby.
I'm asking, like, do you have a you not put any bad decision on somebody who's willing to have a baby when they know if they have a baby with that person, they're not going to be in that child's life?
So, Dom, the question that you're asking has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
I'm just asking a question. That was just a question.
No. You shouldn't have a baby with somebody that you know is not going to be in the child's.
Okay.
You know, for the most part, overall, for the most part.
Right, but there's so many other parts in the situation.
Yeah, there's other situations.
It goes into this, man.
But here's the
thing. A woman that's single that ain't gonna never get married, and then she knows she just want to raise a kid by herself. So
exactly. So situations that's like that, too many variables in there. But in this situation, she didn't know that he wasn't gonna be in the child's life. She was just having. I don't even think she knew that she was. I think get pregnant.
you can only say that she knew after she got pregnant, and then you can't really put that on her to force her to have an abortion because it's her body, her choice. So and I understand that
she may not believe in abortions. You know, I know
she might not.
If I get a chick pregnant, I don't. Even if it's a chick that I didn't want, to get pregnant, I'm still gonna ask her, "Hey, don't abort the child." You know, we're probably not going to be together, but I'm gonna take care of that child. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in,
but if you say don't abort it and she goes and abort it, that's on her. Then you can't do anything about it.
I can't do nothing about it. But that's why I said I'm gonna ask her not to have an abortion.
Right. I mean, we don't know, bro. It's too many variables in that. But speaking of variables, man, let's keep the party rolling. Let's talk about what's going on in the NBA a little bit right here, bro. So we in the NBA section right now. Of course, Mike the Expert is a resident Laker fan and LeBron hater all at the same time. So the Lakers got some issues right now. Before we get to LeBron's specific issue on the court, let's talk about LeBron off the court, bro. So we saw the video of LeBron walking up on Stephen A. Smith, and I know there's a bunch of lip readers out here. We don't know the exact words that were said. But it seemed like something like, yo, keep my son's name out your mouth was said. So we can't say that. And of course, a bunch of AI videos. I don't know if y'all saw them. I see them. They been on TikTok and Instagram where they be having LeBron talking about he asked the guy to go to mid-court and squabble.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got the ones that Stephen A. Smith said, like, yo, LeBron's soft, man. But what do y'all think about LeBron approaching Stephen A. Smith over Bronny and telling him basically keep Bronny's name out his mouth?
I think LeBron is just emotional. I understand that he's a father. Don't get me wrong. He's
Right.
upset with that, but he put his son in that position. His son is in the NBA. His son's in the spotlight. He's going to be talked about, so he's going to have to get over it. If he expects his son to be in the NBA and play more years and years to come, then he's going to have to get over the fact that people are going to be talking about him. You know, so I just think he's just a little too emotional about it. And if I was Stephen A., honestly, that same night I would have went back on First Take and talked even more about it. So there you go.
You know, Stephen A's not gonna do that
You
though.
can take it to the next level. Now, Stephen A. signed a new $100 million contract,
do
bro.
that.
He don't know the
Right.
smoke.
That's all right. I would have
He does not. Stephen A. knows
said.
good and well. This is why you could tell he was contrite in his response because of the fact that he doesn't want to piss LeBron off, dog. Like he works for the worldwide leader. You know what I'm saying? That they you know they don't want to cross LeBron. Let's just be honest. They don't want to do that. However, I don't see nothing wrong with talking about Bronny. He's an NBA player, you know, and I've never heard Stephen A. say anything disrespectful about Bronny or anything. He was just critiquing and saying, okay, he was saying facts. You wouldn't probably be in the league if it weren't for your dad. So I mean, look at, you know, we're just talking about stats. And if we critique every other NBA player, why can't we critique Bronny? Like, I mean, I don't know. That it's a sports story. It's everywhere. What do you want me to say? You want me to say like, hey, you know, hey, I don't want to talk about him. He's, you know, it's I'm sorry, it's his son. And I don't want to disrespect Bron. It's his son. No, it's about they critique every other player. They talk about and analyze everything. They have to have an opinion. You have to take a take. So if the question is, you know, what do you think about Bronny's, you know what I'm saying, you know, his first, you know, basketball game, you're gonna have to say if it was trash, it was trash. Like I don't understand. Like it is what it is, and Bron needs to just get over himself. Like it's like you're kind of inviting this. Like, you know, you have to know that bringing your son in the way you brought him into the NBA, that there were gonna be some people that's gonna say like, come on, that's a little bit of privilege there. Come on now. I mean, come on.
Here's my thing, man, and this is the thing, bro. I understand as a father wanting to protect your kid, but at the same time, you got to be responsible that you put your kid in a spot that you knew this was gonna happen. Whether Bronny was a great player or average player or a bad player, this was gonna happen. People are gonna critique Bronny's game. That's just the way it goes. So we all knew that, and I don't know why Bron's acting like he didn't know that. That's crazy to me that Rich Paul should have known that. You know what I'm saying? And then for you to have a guy on the same team too, that's even crazier for you to have him on the same team with you, and you know this is going to happen. So I agree that basically what should have happened, what the Lakers should have done, let's go ahead and get the moment out of the way. That's the one things I'll say that JJ Redick got right this season. Get the moment out the way for them to be on the court at the same time and have the Ken Griffey, you know, Griffey Jr. moment and do that for the NBA. Nobody's ever done it. Check the box and move on. Because Bronny has not shown through college that he's a true NBA player. And we get that he had the heart injury and it's a blessing that he can play again.
Right.
He has not shown in the G League consistently that he's an NBA player.
Well, I don't know about that.
No, because in the G League, the guy is still Jekyll and Hyde. It ain't like he averaging 20 points a game in the G League.
He is. He been balling in the G League.
Come on,
he started out slow. He's balling now. He averaged 21 now. He's balling in the G League. I'm telling you, he's doing this thing in the G League. I just have to say he is.
But nobody talks about the G League like that, though.
Yes, they do. They talk about it.
He ain't even shown that.
No, I'm just saying, like that's not enough to, you know, sit there and be a segment on First Take to see how well Bronny did in the G League.
On First Take is going to talk about that. That's kind of ridiculous because they don't talk about the G League on First Take. No, they don't. But at the same time, I mean, dog, yes, he's averaging 21.9 points a game right now. He's averaging 6 rebounds and 5 assists.
Yeah, he been balling.
But at
in
the same
G League.
time, I mean, you look at the level of competition. He still has not proved that he's an NBA player. He's just now got his G League stats up. And what was critiqued at the beginning? Hold on. What was critiqued at the beginning? He was terrible on the NBA court at the beginning. The guy's 1 for 9 in the NBA.
So
when do we talk about it? When do we talk about a player that's 1 for 9 in positive light?
No, got you. So KP, here's a couple things right here. First of all, yeah, he just started doing good in the G League. You know, I mean, he got his average up to 21 points. He started off slow. I mean, that happens with rookies a lot of times. And you're talking about the level of competition. Well, I mean, yeah, it's G League competition, which is above college and below the NBA. The only way you're going to have the NBA competition is to be in the NBA. But I'm not going to take that away from him. Now, the other thing that we were talking about with Stephen A. Smith, what I would have done when LeBron James came up to me, if I was Stephen A. Smith, I would have told LeBron, look, your child averages the same amount of points, rebounds, and assists in the NBA that I do sitting here talking about it. We all zeros across the board. You know what I'm saying?
Smith didn't get drafted, bro.
Yeah, but we average the same. Zeros across the board. You know, so yeah, we're going to talk about him, and it's not going to be the best. We're not going to say the best things about him because he's not doing the best. You know, we're going to talk about him just like we talk about everybody else.
I would have said, yo, man, your son has not been balling out, so you know what come with this. You've watched yourself get critiqued. Mm-hmm. And you are arguably the greatest player to ever play this game. You definitely on Mount Rushmore, and you watching yourself get critiqued harshly. You have people that consistently bring up when he failed against Dallas in the finals. To this day, or people like you that's Laker fans that bring up and say it's a bubble ring. What do you expect when your son is 1 for 9? What do you want me to say? Yeah. It's his job. And he had to apologize because we know Disney told him to apologize.
Right. What do you think if this really wasn't he gave Stephen A. smoke? It really wasn't a big thing. He just used Bronny, but he's pissed about that recent back and forth between Stephen A. and Shay, Uncle Shay, about who's better, Bron or Jordan, and that was just his way of sticking it to him without,
because Stephen A. shut him down, and which he did. He did shut
Shannon Sharp because they had this big argument around the Super Bowl, Jordan versus Bron. I don't know if y'all saw that, but I'm thinking maybe Bron saw that, and he in some type of way. In some type of way, he was just like, I just want to embarrass him or whatever in front of everybody.
Yeah,
I don't think it had nothing to do with that.
Well, Stephen A. said that he and Bron's relationship wasn't that great anyways because of the stance he has, against LeBron. LeBron not being the number one greatest player and a whole bunch of other things, different things that he said about Bron. So their relationship is not that great anyways. And now with this Bronny stuff in here, it makes it even worse. So, I mean, and he has a big platform. So me and you saying stuff about Bronny is not going to,
no.
LeBron, it's going to be
he's going to say, who are these guys? Like, I don't know them. It's not a big deal. Exactly. But this is just coming off the same, basically the same day he signed a $100 million contract. He's pretty much the face of ESPN.
He is. He's been the face of ESPN.
Yeah, right. Yeah. There you go. So,
I mean, that's what happened when you work for a corporate entity. That's the difference between him and Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee is a partner. He can say whatever he want to say, and he ain't got to apologize. Mm-hmm. Stephen A. Smith is an employee. So, and that's not dissing him because he's a very well compensated one. And that's not a diss. But at the same time, Pat McAfee can say what he want to say. And I think, to me personally, I think it was whack for Bron to approach him like that. Because one, you try to intimidate him like you bigger than him, number one. And then you could intimidate him on the fact that I ain't going to give no more ABC interviews or ESPN interviews. He could do that. And they know they got to appease him. But at the same time, bro, this is why I respect MJ. MJ knew Marcus. I hate this because I got to talk about Marcus. Hey, shout out to Trophy Room. I love Trophy Room, but Marcus, you looking crazy out here right now. You looking crazy. Get your car stuck. Get the Lambo stuck on the railroad.
On the railroad, yeah.
And the Booger Sugar, dog. It's looking crazy right now. The Larson Pippen is looking crazy, but he knew that Marcus and Jeffrey were not real NBA players, bro. And Marcus was a pretty good college player. So he already knew what would come with it. So he set him up. Instead of y'all playing basketball, manage the trophy room store with the retros. LeBron could do the same thing. Bro, and here's the thing. This is my issue with LeBron, too. You already got what you wanted by him getting drafted by the Lakers. So now what criticism come with it. Because we know if he was supposed to be in the draft and you had no influence, and it wasn't that somebody was going to pick him to try to get him to come to your team because his contract was, a situation where he could have opted out, he would have never got drafted.
No, he wouldn't be there.
If LeBron was retired right now and Bronny was in the draft, he would not get drafted.
Yeah, Bronny would still be in college right now, playing college basketball right now.
And I think that's what he should have been doing. He should have been in college. I get it. And I think that he kind of got pushing this because his dad wanted that moment. Another check mark. Me and my son played together. Nobody's ever done that.
Not just that. His dad knew that if he didn't get Bronny into the league while he was still there, Bronny probably would have never gotten to the league. So,
Facts.
Yeah, so
that's true.
he had to, I don't fault Bron for doing that. Because if I was Bron, I would have did the same thing. I would have brought my son up.
Absolutely. But criticism comes with it.
Oh,
I mean, just from a Lakers fan point of view, I mean, right now you would say that was a waste of a pick.
I don't know. I'm not.
I mean, the jury's still out. We don't know that he maybe can develop into an NBA player, but this is the issue with Bronny. He's an undersized guard. He's not really a point guard. So that's going against him. He's an undersized shooting guard. He's not a knockdown shooter. He's not crazy athletic. He has some athleticism.
Some. He has some.
And he's 6'2", 6'3".
He's very athletic.
Yeah, he has some athleticism.
In comparison, okay, when you say very athletic, and you talking about undersized guards, he don't got the athleticism of an Allen Iverson, of a Dwayne Wade. I mean, these guys are undersized. Even a Dennis Smith Jr., an undersized dude that'll put you on a poster consistent.
Yeah, I mean, those guys, Dennis Smith Jr. is just extra athletic. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Or even a Nate Robinson.
Yeah, but he's athletic enough. You don't have to be, like a Dennis Smith Jr. or a Nate Robinson. But I mean, I understand.
I think Bronny's best attribute is that he's a smart player. He's a very, very smart player, and he's making that work for him. Now, if he can tighten up his shooting, he might got a chance.
Yeah. Now, one thing that you said, KP, like I agree with basically everything that you had said in that spill that you did with Marcus Jordan and Bronny. The only thing I don't agree with is when you said he was looking crazy, and one of the reasons he was looking crazy was because of the Larson Pippen thing. Actually, Larson Pippen and Scottie Pippen was looking crazy. Marcus Jordan wasn't looking crazy. He tapped.
No, I disagree.
I disagree.
Why? I disagree. I'm with Kevin on that. Nah.
Why? How is he looking crazy?
Nah. Marcus Jordan, come on, dog. You. First of all, come on now.
He don't. Marcus Jordan don't owe Scottie Pippen nothing. He didn't grow up with Scottie Pippen.
Say like Charleston White. Say like Charleston White. Why would you want that old P? You Marcus Jordan, dog. Like, come on. And then like, come on, dog.
No, okay, so here's the thing.
Stories of her, what I'm saying? What she would travel with the dude. Like,
Dom, listen. The only thing about it that made him look crazy was the fact that he was acting like he wanted to wife her up. That was crazy. But just messing with her.
Wild.
Yeah, that was crazy.
We shouldn't even know about that. If like honestly, we shouldn't even, just say you cool and you friends, but dog, this man was going on the reality show with her. There was talks about he was looking for rings, man. Come on, bro.
That's what I just said. I said that part is crazy. But having sex with her, that wasn't crazy too. He should have did it. I get just the fact. No, listen. Just the fact that Scottie Pippen was talking bad about his dad, he should have messed with his. Mess with it.
There's too many women for Marcus Jordan to get on, rather than mess with his dad's teammate's wife, ex-wife. Like, come on, dog. Like, no.
The fact that you wanted the wife for after Future did the Gucci flip flops is crazy.
He shouldn't.
That's nasty work, bro.
That's nasty
work, bro.
We didn't even talk about Future situation.
That's nasty work. The man just said, "I just with your wife in the Gucci flip flops," and now you want to marry her? Are you serious? And she old? Come on, bro. And she got you on booger sugar, bro. Come on, bro. That's nasty work.
Yeah.
That's all the way bad, all the way around.
I don't think she got him on that. He got himself on that.
He might have been on that even before he met her, dog. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I don't put that on Larsa. I don't, I don't put that on her.
Have you even seen Larsa Pippen doing that?
No,
I don't think.
And the girl in the picture with him when he's doing it. That's
I ain't gonna put her name in that. That's all on him.
Yeah, but that's still crazy though. I mean, dog, I'm not wifing nobody that Future wrote a song about.
No, he definitely shouldn't have wiped her. But I don't have any problem with him having sex with her. Oh,
no, but then he was crying over after they broke up. He was the one crying over.
That has nothing to do with him having sex with her. Now, after he broke up, all that other stuff.
First of all, and then second of all, how awkward is that? That's got to be hella awkward.
Super awkward, dog.
You know that MJ and Scotty, you already know their relationship and it's strained, and then you gonna bring around his ex-wife. Can you imagine when he brought her to dinner? You know what I'm saying? When he brought her to dinner, he's like, "What's up, Mike? Long time no see."
Hey,
dog, this is the crazy part. Do you imagine if they had actually had the wedding though? If you MJ, would you even attend that, bro?
Well,
I think he said he wouldn't. He wasn't gonna. Yeah, he said he doesn't support it at all.
Yeah,
at all. Yeah.
He said he doesn't.
Come on.
Yeah,
it's wrong. Mm-hmm. It's man law. Like y'all know, that's man law. You don't do that.
Man law for who? Not for Marcus Jordan.
Yeah, not for Marcus.
Yeah, and then clearly, that's what I'm saying.
It's just weird because the lady literally was like a kid. You were a kid and she was a grown up around you. That's what's crazy.
Yeah. Here's the thing. It's man law if Michael Jordan, if he messed with Larsa Pippen, now that's man law. You shouldn't do that.
No, I think anybody connected, like, nah. Your son though. That's your son. That's your son. His son, his son was with his teammate's ex-wife. That's bad, dog.
So look. So Marcus Jordan can't mess with any woman that's a wife or somebody that played with Michael Jordan. I know the age is out, kind of outrageous.
The age is outlandish.
But I mean that happens now. Shaquille O'Neal got a 20-something-year-old girl he messed with.
I understand that.
Wait, hold on.
They're not connected.
Deion Sanders is messing with a young girl right now. I mean, it happens.
Crazy too.
And then you got older women messing with the younger dudes. So why is it crazy for Marcus Jordan to mess with an older one?
If Shaq starts messing with Vanessa, y'all gonna not look.
Nah, I can't do that, man, because the man died. Different. Oh, come on, man.
That has nothing to do, bro. Dog, that has nothing to do with
what are you saying?
What are you talking about?
What? Because he died?
No.
I mean,
man.
What if they got a divorce? It's all good now.
No.
Look how we talked about Derek Fisher. Look how we talked about Derek Fisher.
Yeah,
we
just said Matt Barnes is still alive. And Matt Barnes is still alive.
Dog, no, it was wrong. It was wrong. It's messed up. It's man law.
Listen. You're talking about something about two men that played together. Marcus Jordan didn't play with Scottie Pippen. He wasn't in the league. He wasn't teammate. Yeah, Paul. He wasn't teammates with Scottie Pippen. You're bringing up situations like Derek Fisher and Matt Barnes.
These are people that actually.
Yeah, these are people. Yeah, you know,
like the Karl Malone. That's Kobe's teammate.
Shaq and Kobe. Yeah, Shaq and Kobe were teammates.
We can't even talk about that. That man passed away, man.
I'll talk about whatever. Crazy. But
I'm telling you, it's all wrong. It's a messed up situation. There's too many women. There's too many men out there. You just stay away. Don't even do that.
It's wrong, but it's for a different reason. Let's end this part of the segment on this, bro. This is where it's really diabolical. If they get married, she gonna be Larsa Pippen Jordan. That's wild.
Yeah, they not together no more.
Thank goodness that is done. Thank goodness that didn't work. Thank goodness, bro, because that is that's an embarrassment. And then can you imagine Scotty's kids? Like that was another awkward situation.
Hey. She said they were all cool, but hey, that is what it is.
I guess.
Anyway, What y'all got to say, man? We know the Lakers are kind of having some struggles right now. LeBron has now injured his groin. He's gonna be out for 2 weeks. Mike the expert, you the resident Laker guy, man.
Yeah.
What y'all
Yeah.
gonna do, man? How's Luka gonna ride
Well,
this out, bro?
well, here's the thing. Yeah, it's gonna hurt because we're not gonna have LeBron in there. And
You in the
I'm
third
not
spot. You in the third spot. Can you stay there?
probably not. We probably won't. We'll probably fall a little bit. Depending on how long LeBron's gonna be out, we'll probably fall a little bit. But I mean, having Luca helps a lot. I wish he was in shape. I think it would help a lot better if he was in shape. Yeah, 'cause I
Yo,
mean,
man, he be sideline dissing Laker players, don't he?
no,
First the
I,
bubble ring,
Hey.
now you want to talk about I wish the guy was in shape.
no, because
Well, he did just get Luca, and that's one of
yeah.
the reasons why the
Well, y'all
Mavericks
are
moved
so
on for him.
ungrateful, man. Y'all
Yeah.
are so ungrateful.
No, I think he would be suited better for this if he was in shape. But I think we can still. I mean, he had like 30-something points last game, but I think
Right.
we can still, keep a good spot in the playoffs, even if we move down a little bit,
Right.
just because of the team that we have around there. And yeah, so I think we'll still be all right. But it's definitely going to hurt not having LeBron. Because LeBron was
He needs
knocking
to
down the
sit
three.
though. He needs to sit. He is 40 years old. He
Oh yeah.
just go ahead and rest.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it kind
Yeah.
of shows though, because he been dropping 40 points. He had the 50-point
Mm-hmm.
game. I mean, it just seemed like Father Time catching up to him, unfortunately. And this at the wrong time, too, at the end of the year. This is a time you don't want LeBron to be hurt. But
Yeah, I mean, but he could still he got some time, and they are in the second spot. I think he I mean, because it's not like it's May. It's not like it's into April. So he does have some time to kind of like rest and get ready for the playoffs. But the question is this going to be re-aggravated by the time he gets to the playoffs? And that's going to be a problem.
Well,
right,
he's
because he's not
already.
going to have a lot of time to ramp up either.
No.
Yeah, well, it's a growing injury, and he's already had this with the Lakers at one point. And he
Yeah.
had this injury. He was out for basically the rest of the season. I mean, the Lakers
Yeah,
almost,
2018.
almost the rest of the season. The Lakers didn't even make the playoffs, I think, that season. So,
They made the play-in and went to the Western Conference Finals.
Oh, that season they did?
Yeah, because Anthony Davis went
Oh,
crazy and held
I
y'all
thought,
down. So he was
no.
out. He was out. He got it was a different injury, but he was out. Anthony Davis held y'all down, and then y'all made it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that season. There was another season.
You talking about the last groin injury season? That's 2018.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, the growing injury. We're not talking about that. The growing injury, that season that he had this same injury, Anthony Davis wasn't on the team, and we didn't make the playoffs, and now he's having this injury again.
Right.
So I mean, I don't know. I mean, he could wind up being out for more than just 2 weeks. We don't know. What's
Could
going
be.
to happen with this. So,
You don't know the
we'll
severity
see.
of it. Yeah.
This was what was crazy when he said the first thing he thought about was the last time he got injured in 2018. He said this wasn't as bad because it wasn't a full tear. And then he said he thought about AD. And we know AD don't have a bunch of groin injuries. I was like, yo, that's crazy if you're thinking about a dude that y'all sent packing that now is basically, there's no reason for him to even come back now at this point.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that was his boy. They played years together and stuff, and AD was having the injury, so he just thought about how, AD was doing with the injury and getting over it and stuff like that. So
here's the thing, Mike. So let me ask you this, bro. So if y'all basically hold on, and I would say you probably slipped to maybe 6. I think that's realistic. What do you think your chances are now to get out the West? Because you got a tougher road now.
yeah, well, I think our team. Here's the thing. First of all, I know we've been playing decent defense since AD's been out, but I think that's a fluke. I don't think we're that good of a defensive team because I hate, the way Luka plays defense. His defense is horrible. Even now that it's horrible.
How bad is it?
It's horrible, his defense. He's a great offensive player, but his defense, when I watch him, it just makes me cringe. So I think our defense is going to go kind of fall at the wayside a little bit. But
Right.
I do think that we could beat anybody in the West. Not that we will, but I think that we can beat or hang with anybody in the West, regardless of who we're playing. So, we'll see.
Yeah, definitely. So let's talk about other injuries that's going around the league, bro. I think the Dallas Mavericks are like, wow, this is got to be the season from hell.
Done.
Yeah, they're
Your
messed up.
GM trade your best player, and then the guy you trade for, he get a groin injury. He's out basically indefinitely. Your best player that's holding you down, Kyrie Irving, now has an ACL, and he's
Done.
out to the end of the season for the rest of the season, which is crazy, man. Y'all think that Nico Harrison should be considering firing him, man?
No, it's too early.
I would.
No,
I don't.
too early.
No,
I think that's the injuries are unfortunate. So you haven't even gotten to see what they can do with the trade that he made. So like I feel like that's not fair to him. The injuries are not fair to him. Next, you know what I'm saying, when he has both Kyrie and AD on the squad, and you know what I'm saying, then you have the rest of the squad healthy. I think that's a fair assessment. Right now, that's not enough.
Yeah,
you can't fire a man because of injuries, dog.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think you should fire him because I mean, you didn't know that AD was going to come over and get injured right away. You can't predict that. And honestly, if you look at, I know, huh? But if you
can't predict that, sure about that?
Right there. You didn't know that AD was going to come over here and be injured.
And we just talked about the man having a groin injury before this.
No, but here's the thing.
Street clothes, shout out.
Yeah. But here's the thing. AD has been healthy. He's been healthy as of late or whatever. So you thought that was going to keep. Yeah. So you thought that
he has been healthy as of late. Yeah, he has been healthy.
Exactly. So you thought that was going to keep going, and putting AD on the team actually sews up. Actually, it's a real team. You have somebody at every position. You know, even when AD got there, Lively and those guys were injured. So they never had the whole team. And if you look at that game that they were playing together, if you actually watch that game, they were playing real well together. And Anthony Davis was going off. I mean, they had a good squad, and I think that squad could have actually won the championship. They may not have won it this year, but I think that they could have actually done it if they had their whole squad. I don't think you get rid of Nico.
I would get rid of Nico. I'm gonna tell you why. A couple reasons. If I'm the owner,
you would or wouldn't?
I would. Nico would get fired. I gotta have cover for myself as an owner. Number one, I got fans rioting. They sending death threats. All this crazy stuff is happening. On top of all that, the Mavs talk about raising the ticket price, bro. How you gonna raise the ticket price and you just got rid of the best player in your organization of all time? Nah, man. Nico, you gotta go because also you gambled on a guy that we knew had a bad injury history. Whether he been healthy lately for the last 2 weeks, all that stuff, like lately, like the Jodeci song. He was begging and healthy then, but he hurt again now. He's always hurt. He's always hurt. He has a horrible injury history. And you sent this guy packing. It's not like you traded for Ant-Man, another young guy, or somebody that we know is going to actually be able to play, or someone else that's a young player. You trade him for a guy that's 30 years old with a horrible injury history. I got to get rid of you, bro. Somebody got to be the fall guy.
They did get some picks too, though. But I mean, it wasn't high. But
dog, what them picks gonna do for you right now?
I would.
That's not fair, bro. You didn't even let them. Like they played one game together, Kevin. That's not right,
bro. So you're saying get rid of them because some people are mad and they send in death threats. So
it's not some people. The majority of fans are pissed.
You can't let your fans.
Y'all know.
Dictate what you do.
Right.
Y'all know. Old KP is the leader of the band and overreaction. I'm gonna fire the guy. Somebody got to be the fall guy in this situation, and it's got to be Nico. Dog.
And I'll be honest, if they fired Nico, that looks so super dysfunctional. Nah, man, because the owner, dog, don't get it twisted. They were behind. Like they signed off on this trade. Right? Come on, dog. Yeah. That looks hella dysfunctional. If you now, because of the injury thing, now you fire Nico. It looks like Mavericks organization doesn't know what the hell they doing.
I'm gonna give you an example. What would be the difference between the Browns firing Andrew Berry and them firing Nico? Because you took a chance on a guy, and now he's injured.
But we've had 2 seasons of the QB. We've had 2 seasons. Like we haven't even had a full season with AD and Kyrie healthy or together and playing together. You had 1 game. That's not. Come on, huh? That's not fair.
He gotta go. I want to hear what everybody else got to say. Y'all let us know what y'all think, man. Should Nico get fired? I think Nico should get fired because no matter what, is the worst trade in NBA history of all time. Hands down. It's not even close. But anyway, keep the party rolling. Let's talk some NFL because things are getting spicy in NFL, man. We just saw that Davante Adams, bro. Like, this is crazy, man. Like, Dom, I know you wanted to kind of talk about that, and you had caught that early, man. So go on and tell people what's going on with that.
Well, it looks like Davante Adams just signed with the Rams for 2 years.
Mhm.
You
And they
know,
brought back
that's
Matthew Stafford.
and they brought back Matthew Stafford, and they still because they didn't get rid of Cooper Cup yet, I don't think.
No, and they still have
Yeah.
Puka too.
And they still have Puka. So yeah, I mean, their offense is looking mighty good right now.
That's
Um,
crazy. And they got a
that's
running
a
game.
they officially got a big three, and they have a running guy, Kyron Williams. So
Mhm.
I mean, but they're probably gonna let go of Cooper Cup. I don't see how they can keep all of
Yeah.
them, but
Yeah. Cooper Cup is. I mean, they're saying he's probably on his way out. You
yeah,
know, and then with Atwell and Demarcus Robinson, they're hitting free agency. I mean, this was real good for the Rams to really be able to get Davante. So I mean, this really worked out for them. They really need this. I mean, he's a top 5 wide receiver. You can't go wrong. So most definitely.
yeah.
I
They
will
talking
say
about
this.
this is the go ahead.
I will say this, man. For just today, it's got to be amazing to play with the Rams on Madden right now, because you got the best 2 possession receivers, and then you got a guy that can go get it. You know what I'm saying? And basically hit that home run ball. This is wild to me. If they could actually pull this off, man, I think the Rams would be a problem. They can figure out a way to keep all 3 receivers. They're gonna be a serious problem because who do you double?
Yeah.
Who do you take away when you play them? It's like you said, you got Kyron Williams that gets busy. You got Puka. You got Davante. You know what I'm saying? Who do you take away in this situation? And if,
They're gonna
and,
be
if- and
tough.
if they can figure it out and keep everybody, and then you
Shout
got
out to the Rams for going all in.
yeah, man.
For he's a 37-year-old Matthew Stafford quarterback. They know they don't have 5, 6, 7 years with him.
Exactly.
This is the time,
This
and
is
they
the
had to
time.
go all in. Like hey, this is it. We want you to get one more, and this is what we're gonna have to do. We were already in the playoffs this year without
Mm-hmm.
Davante Williams and
Yeah.
With Cooper
Matthew
Cup being
Stafford,
hurt a big point of the season
Davante
too.
Adams. The what? Yes, exactly. I mean, this is some of the lineup: Matthew Stafford, Kyron Williams, Davante Adams, Puka Nacua, and Tyler Higbee. That's a
And we still got to say Cooper Cup because for right now he on the roster.
right now
So
he's on there, but
right now
I
he's
think
there.
they are. I think Mike's right. I think they're not.
That's an
Because they
embarrassment
already
of
told
riches.
him that they can't pay him. I think they were,
So let me
and
ask you
he's
this.
actually been hurt.
Let me ask you this. If you Cooper Cup, though, would you try to go somewhere else or would you go ahead and take the pay cut and go get another one of them rings?
I don't know.
Probably take the pay cut.
I would too, dog. That's a hell of a
Yeah.
situation, bro.
I mean, it's a nice situation, but I don't
It's
know
a
if
nice
I want-
situation.
But
I mean, and it's
I
still
always say
LA
get your
too.
money. Yeah.
It's
I
still
always-
LA.
I always say get your money though, man. I mean, you only got so many years you can play. I don't know. I'm not all for taking pay cuts, especially in the NFL where you usually have a shorter career. So
Right.
you
You
know.
one
Right.
injury away. But
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
I would take the 1-year deal, see if we can get a Super Bowl, and then maybe re-up for one more paycheck after that. Because if they get a Super Bowl and he plays just normal Cooper Cup, he gonna get another contract.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the Rams. And y'all remember the Rams were the team when they won the Super Bowl that had the F them big shirts on. They trade
Right.
everything for Matthew Stafford. It's like it's working for him, man. But talking about working for him, bro. Miles Garrett. Shout out to Miles Garrett. This dude realized that he had the point of leverage and definitely pressed all the buttons on the Cleveland Browns.
Sure
He
did.
is now the highest paid non-quarterback in the NBA in the NFL, getting
Yeah.
$40 million a season, bro. All because he put out a trade.
123 million guaranteed.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know where Jimmy has him keep coming up with this bread, bro, because he already paid Deshaun 200.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You got
I don't
that
know who-
right.
Dog, I don't know where he come. Well, I mean, I know he got the bread. This is the same guy that owned the Pilot gas stations and sold it for billions of dollars. He got the bread. I don't know how they keep working out this salary cap, bro. I don't understand
I don't
how
either.
the salary cap works over there. It's crazy.
I
They were
say
the
you what,
highest paid
they
team
might
last
not
year.
win, but they sure pay their players.
If you want to get paid, go pull up with the
You want to
Browns,
get
man.
paid, go to the Browns, dog.
That's
God,
that's that's big for them. You know, I'm upset about it honestly because I wanted him to come to the Falcons.
Yeah,
But,
y'all had a video on that,
yeah,
didn't you?
yeah.
I guess y'all could go ahead and take that down because that didn't work.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, we didn't get that one right.
No. Well, hey, you know who else got paid?
All right, who else got paid?
Josh Allen.
Yeah, man. My favorite quarterback in the NFL.
$330 million contract, $250 million guaranteed.
Whew.
The largest guarantee ever given to an NFL player.
He earned every penny of it, brother.
Every day.
Yeah.
If you take him away, they're even nothing. A relevant team. Not even a playoff. Yeah. They're not even relevant.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, he does everything as far as the passing game. He's really your running back number one. You know, him and Cook. That's crazy. And he's been a number one running back until Cook kind of jumped on the scene this year. Yeah. So I think he earned every penny of it.
No doubt.
And
no doubt.
I just hope they can get over the hump and finally get past, Patrick Mahomes. I hope so.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll see.
Over 3,000, over 3,700 yards, 28 TDs. I mean, he only had 6 interceptions in the regular season. So I mean, the dude is a beast. He's a beast. So
he's a beast.
What a way to cap your MVP season with a check like that. What a way to cap that off, bro. I'll tell you who is hoping they're gonna get paid is Jamar Chase. Because he just really watched this Miles Garrett situation. And yesterday's price is not today's price. They was offering him like in the 30 million range. It's gonna be close to 40 or 50 now after what Miles Garrett got.
Yeah.
So, and it's crazy too because we know the Bengals are cheap. That is one of the cheapest franchises in football. They're probably the cheapest. So it's gonna be an interesting situation. I'll lead it with this, man. Can y'all believe it's a possibility that Aaron Rodgers is gonna go to the Vikings? This man really trying to be Brett Favre 2.0. They said that he's considering going to the Vikings, bro. That's crazy.
Just as long as he stays away from our franchises, ain't that right?
Exactly.
After the Geno Smith trade, because we know Geno Smith got traded.
He's
out there with the Rams with Geno's out there with the Rams with Pete Carroll. They said now that Davante, because it looks like Sam Darnold is probably gonna go to Seattle, then he'll end up. Yeah, that's crazy. I think he's gonna fall off a cliff again. He's gonna go back to being normal.
I feel bad for the Seahawks fans because man, they look like they went from contender to all of a sudden rebuild in like a week.
It was all good a week ago.
Yeah, right. Like
DK asked for a trade. You cut Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, it's looking bad in Seattle, man. It's looking real bad. So I don't know. But you know what's maybe even looking worse? The Chiefs wide receiver room. Why they can't stay out of jail, dog? You got one dude. You got one dude, a high-speed chase. You got another dude choking his family member. What's going on?
I don't know, man.
But I don't know, man. We get out of here on that.
That's a story for another day. But hey, man, we appreciate everybody that pulled up for SNS Live. Continue to like, share, subscribe. Continue to follow the movement. Subscribe. Check out the new videos.
Subscribe.
Plus, we got some dope merch coming real soon.
Yep.
See that. Hey, we'll catch y'all on the next one.
Peace.